Welcome back, everybody. This is going to be intense. This is going to get intense, and you're going to get triggered. Maybe, unless you're aware of these things. This video is not about hate, it's just about facts, plain and simple. I just want things to be peaceful and normal, but in this world, it's very hard to do. Check out these very triggering videos.
Why would the Israelis be committing bombings in two Gulf countries, which are also being attacked by Iran? Aren't they on the same side? No.
Listen.
Israel wants to hurt Iran and Qatar and UAE and Saudi and Bahrain and Oman and Kuwait. Last night, in Qatar and Saudi Arabia, authorities arrested Mossad agents planning on committing bombings in those countries. Now, that's weird. That doesn't make any sense. Why would the Israelis be committing bombings in two Gulf countries, which are also being attacked by Iran? Aren't they on the same side? No. Israel wants to hurt Iran and Qatar and UAE and Saudi and Bahrain and Oman and Kuwait. Last night, in Qatar and Saudi Arabia, authorities arrested Mossad agents planning on...
That's unbelievable. Think about that. We have a video here about 9/11, and I want you to hear everything this guy is saying about 9/11 as well.
You believe that the Jews run the American government.
That's not a secret, Charlie. Israel did 9/11, Charlie.
Oh, they did. Wow.
Why are we in the middle? I served.
Explain
Why were we in the
that.
Middle East?
You can reject involvement in the Middle East without also believing Israel did 9/11. So if Israel did 9/11, help me understand this. Who were the hijackers of the planes?
They weren't hijackers.
Oh,
CIA.
okay.
CIA and Israel worked together.
No. Explain to me what happened on the aircraft.
Okay, first off, what we have to understand, there's only one plane that actually crashed.
No,
okay,
there were three.
No, the building's imploded.
Okay,
if
so
a plane's going to hit a building, why would the building fall down?
Time out. Flight 93, did it exist?
Flight 93 existed, yes.
Okay, so who tried to hijack that plane?
They sacrificed those people to make it look like Bush was targeted because they wanted to cover up Bush's involvement.
So
he just happened to be in Texas reading a book to elementary kids, and they were reading a sign on a
Guys,
whiteboard
let me say
that talked about towers falling, Charlie.
Anti-Semitism.
We've been lied to since the beginning of this country. Jews, Freemasons, all of it's a satanic agenda. Israel is the synagogue of Satan. They're killing innocent people in Palestine over the guise of...
And the Epstein files prove all that right now. These are things people knew years ago, decades ago, that people were like made fun of for just even mentioning. That's why people don't talk about it. I used to say things like this and people look at you like you're crazy, but everything's been proven.
sovereignty. New World Order is coming, Charlie.
Guys, anti-Semitism is literally a brain cancer, as you could see.
How is this anti-Semitic, Charlie?
Okay. Explain to me Flight 93.
What's
Who was the
the end?
hijacker?
They didn't have real hijackers, Charlie. They were plants.
Okay. So they got the black box. Of course, it was all just like a conspiracy.
Just like they found the passport miraculously 2 miles down from the crash site in
I'm sorry,
New York.
what?
They just happened to find one of the hijackers' passports laying on the ground 2 miles away from the crash site in New York. It just happened to be there. They just walked up and found it. They just randomly happened to find a perfectly good passport.
With that piece
Look
of
it
data.
up. Look, World War II was fought not over what everyone thought it was fought of. Every war is fought by, it is funded by the rich, the Rockefellers, all the rich, the Rothschilds.
Okay, so yeah, let me ask you a question.
That's why I always say, get crypto, get out of the banks, get out of the banking system, put crypto in your own personal wallet. They can't touch it, and your money makes them money inside the banks. Screw the banks, screw their wars, screw their centralized power. Crypto is decentralized. Get your own wallet. I have links down in the description. Check it out.
Funded all those
Was Hitler bad?
I think Hitler was bad, yes. Hitler was bad, yes. But did the Holocaust happen? The Holocaust did happen.
How many people died?
Not 6 million.
How many?
It was not 6 million.
How many?
I don't have an exact number, Charlie. I don't have an exact number. It wasn't 6 million.
Okay, but you said it's not 6 million. You must have an alternative. How do you know it's not 6 million?
Because there wasn't even 6 million Jews in Germany.
Okay, well, I mean, you tell me. You're the expert.
The reason why Jews have been run out of 109 countries throughout history is because every time they get into a country, they try and take it over. In Nazi Germany, again, they were having transgender surgeries, underground transgender surgeries. They were promoting homosexuality in schools.
And Jewish donors They have a lot of explaining to do, a lot of decoupling to do,
APAC.
because Jewish donors have been the #1 funding mechanism of radical, open border, neoliberal, quasi-Marxist policies.
There you go.
Cultural institutions, and nonprofits. This is a beast created by secular Jews. And it's not just the colleges. It's the nonprofits, it's the movies, it's Hollywood, it's all of it. It's like time for you guys to wake up and say no more. Draw a line in the sand. I don't care if you hate me.
Now, I don't know if that was AI, but at the end, even Candace Owens agreed that his stance with Israel switched near the end. And then what happened? Yeah. All right. So apparently this is the Ukraine. I have no idea. You people let me know.
Блядь, ну це тупо нашестя саранчі на Умань. Оберігайтеся, вони з'їдають все на своєму кругу. Унічтожають, з'їдають, мусорять. Після них велика врожайність в людей, фінансова. Блядь, кудрявий! Суча пуля. Oh, yes.
I don't know where that is. I don't know if that's in Ukraine or not. You let me know. But what I do know is Argentina, they're having those forest fires and people blaming it on climate change, whatever. But they caught people doing it. It was Jewish people setting the fires because there's some kind of laws down there. Any fire destruction and you get the land or something like that cheap. I don't know, but it's been connected to Jewish people making the fires happen so they can get the land down there. That's what it's been connected to in Argentina. Check it out. That's all I can say. Now, we have one more video here. This is triggering. You're not going to like what you hear, but I want you to think about what America, the West, used to be like. The Christian West used to be like, even just 30 years ago, 20 years ago. Everything has changed. Ugh. All right, so this last video is going to be very triggering for a lot of people. Again, this is not about hate, right? This is just about standing up for who you are and what you believe in, and pointing out corruption where it needs to be pointed out.
Let me just give you a wake-up call here.
Wake us up.
Everything I'm about to say is absolutely true. And if you doubt anything that I'm saying, you have a computer, you have a search engine, you have access to the internet, you can go verify everything I'm saying. Israel, modern Israel, is the abortion capital of the world. In Israel, you can kill the baby in the womb of the mother up until the very moment that that baby is born. Up until the very moment of delivery, you can legally kill that baby. And not only that, the Israeli government will pay for the abortion of every Israeli woman.
So we give $18 billion to Israel every year, just so you're aware of that.
Full-term abortion.
And they've been trying to push that here in the States for a while now, ever since this kind of movement from 2016 on, this woke movement. I want you to think of the woke movement and how a normal person can see that these people cannot be talked to. They really don't have any logical thought. They've been like kind of brainwashed. And I want you to look at this video and see how it kind of ties together.
Paid for by the state of Israel. Do we hear anything from the Family Research Council, Focus on the Family, or any other so-called conservative Christian pro-life, pro-family organization about Israel being the abortion capital of the world? Anything about, they talk about Democrats, they talk about pro-abortion this candidate, pro-abortion that politician, pro-abortion this, pro-abortion that. Yet, when it comes to the abortion capital of the world, Israel, they will say nothing. Hypocrites to the core.
It's true.
It's because they have an agenda. And the agenda is lining their own pockets with the money that they receive from Zionist donors. And the Zionist donors give them that money so they will keep their mouths shut. And that's exactly what they do. But it doesn't end there. Tel Aviv not San Francisco, is the homosexual capital of the world. Did you know that? Check it out.
I want to say something. I don't care about anybody's sex. I really don't care. People like feet. People like bigger people. People like smaller people. To each their own. But one thing, leave the kids alone.
Tel Aviv is the homosexual capital of the world. Israel is the mafia crime capital of the world. Israel is the sex trafficking capital of the world. Jeffrey Epstein is just one of many Mossad agents involved in sex trafficking for the purpose of bribing powerful politicians all over the world. Israel is the warfare capital of the world. Most of the wars that America has been involved in since World War II has been directly because of Israel. For all intents and purposes, America's military is a proxy army for Israel. We are fighting Israel's wars.
Yep.
Israel's so-called enemies. Israel is the genocide capital of the world. Do you know that since Israel became a state in 1948, over 5 million Palestinians have been killed by Zionist Israel?
I'd say way
5
more than that.
million.
Not a word. Not
That's
a
a
word.
genocide.
I want everybody to look at a map of Israel back in like 1950 and look at a map of Israel now.
Yet Hagee and his ilk would tell us that the Ashkenazi Khazarian Jews, most of whom are atheists,
Yep.
living in Palestine today,
All those atheist Jews are the leaders of like all the woke groups and transgender groups and all those other kind of things. If you go to the root cause, it was all atheist Jews at the cause of all that.
are God's chosen people. Really? Are you beginning to see the fallacy of it all? Are you beginning to see the foolishness of it all? Are you beginning to realize that somebody is trying to distort truth and propagandize and cause us to believe something that is in direct violation to everything that is of God and everything that is of our Constitution?
Ooh, that was loud. Makes sense to me, doesn't it? When I was young, I was dumb, right? I loved all the nudity, the sex on TV, all this. Ugh, I loved it all. But now when I grow up, when you have kids and you look at the society, I hate children. I don't hate children. I mean, like, I hate the annoyancy of these kids on the bus, the loud talk and the ignorance of them, the stupidity of them, the ones that play their music so loud from their phone, thinking everybody wants to hear what they're listening to. And all the girls are walking around naked, like their butts are all hanging out, and they're like 15, 16 years old. If I ever caught my daughter walking around like that, I would beat their ass. But anyway, I'm just joking. But yeah, you can see the moral decline for a long time now. And it's pretty disturbing. All right, so if you liked the video, if you got something from the video, give it a like, subscribe. And this is not about hate, everybody. This is not about hate. I got no problem. If they want to do whatever they want to do in their own country over there, let them do it. I got no problem with them. Do what you got to do. But you have to check out things like AIPAC. They have a lot of control over our political system. And for just a few people, that's not right. Not right at all. All right, so this is the crypto realm. Thank you for watching. And check out my links if you want to get into crypto, if you want to get a crypto wallet. It's all down there below. Thank you.